Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing my May TBR. I haven't done a TBR video in quite some time. Normally I would be doing my Cards Against Books TBR game that I created a while back, but for this month I am going to do something a little bit different. I want to do Spotify Chooses My TBR. Basically, I'm going to open up my Spotify and I'm going to shuffle my songs, and with each song that comes up I'm going to try and match a book to that song, and that will be the book that I read for the month. Pretty much, like, I am normally a mood reader. Like, I do like doing the TBR games or having something to fall back on, because as much as I love being able to pick books that I'm in the mood to read, it helps to have something to give me an idea of what I could read, rather than having this massive choice. At least it narrows some things down for me, and if I'm really not in the mood to read any of those, I will pick something else. But yes, we're gonna see how May goes with this TBR, so let's just get into it. Okie dokie, I'm going to go into my all songs playlist, which is basically just every song that I have on there. So I'm going to press shuffle and we'll see what song comes up. Listen Like Thieves by In Excess. I mean, essentially, I think I'm going to go for the thieving part. So I'm going to have a look and I'll see what I've got. Okay, so I found one to match Listen Like Thieves by In Excess. The Last Convict by Anthony Hill. I've picked this because convicts, I'm associating this with the thieves part of the song. Oxford 1863. Young Samuel Speed sets a barley stack alight in the hope it will earn him a bed in prison for the night. He wants nothing more than a morsel of food in his belly and a warm place to sleep. What he receives is a 7-year sentence to be served half a world away. When Samuel boards the transport ship Belgravia, he is stripped of his clothing and even his name, and given regulations of when to rise, eat, clean and sleep. On arrival at Fremantle Prison, hard labour is added to the mix, and he wonders if life can get any worse. The only solace he finds is a love of reading. Samuel is granted a ticket of leave in 1867 and full freedom in 1871. But what sort of life can a man forge for himself in the colony, with no skills, no money and no family? Will it be the beginning of the life he has always dreamed of, or do some sentences truly never end? Meticulously researched and brilliantly woven into an engaging fictional account, The Last Convict is a colourful recreation of the life and times of the last known convict to survive into the modern age. I'm interested in reading this because I love Australian history, I love convicts, so I think this is the perfect choice, especially coming into winter. These kind of books, perfect for me to read during that season. Okay, next song. You with Marshmello and Vance Joy. I haven't actually listened to this song that many times, so I'm going to have a look in the lyrics and see if that'll help. I found one and it's perfect because it's the exact same title as the song, and that's You by Carolyn Kepnes. And this is the book that the TV show You is based off. I've actually watched the first 2 seasons and I'm up to the 3rd season, but haven't actually started it yet. But I have wanted to read this book series because I really enjoy the TV show, and I feel like it'd be even better to read it in book form. So I'm going to give this one a go. If you don't know what it's about, basically this first book, I believe, is in correlation with the first season, but basically it's about a woman named Guinevere who goes into a relationship with this guy named Joe, and Joe is essentially a stalker and he justifies his actions as he's doing the right thing. So he stalks Guinevere and he believes that he's trying to help her and make her be a better person, and you know, they have a relationship and it's very crazy romance, and a lot of stuff goes on. It's very it's weird because you watch it and you're sort of on Joe's side. You can see why he justifies his actions and why he feels that he's doing the right thing, and you can sort of understand his thinking. It's still messed up, but you can understand him. But yeah, very good show, and I am super keen to read the book actually, so yes. Number 3, Tim McGraw by Taylor Swift. I don't actually know what I can pick for this, but we're gonna find something. I don't really have any sort of like country style romances in physical form. And I don't think I really have any on audiobook or my Kindle. This one's probably not exactly what the song is about. Yeah, so it's probably not exactly what this song is about, but I feel like this book is sort of in that same train of thought with like a second chance romance type thing, or like, you know, a breakup previously sort of thing. I think that's what I'm going off. So the book that I've picked for Tim McGraw by Taylor Swift is The Road Trip by Beth O'Leary. I read The Flat Share, absolutely loved it. Haven't read The Switch, but I kind of want to now. I didn't originally like the storyline for it before, but kind of intrigues me now. So yes, The Road Trip. I have gone with the idea that the song is sort of leaning towards like a breakup and a second chance romance type thing. And you know, most of Taylor Swift's songs are about breakups or romances like that. So I figured this one might be perfect for that. I did try reading it before, but I fell into a slump and I just was not in the mood for a romantic type book. Addie and her sister are about to embark on an epic road trip to a friend's wedding in rural Scotland. The playlist is all planned and the snacks are packed, but not long after setting off, a car slams into the back of theirs. The driver is none other than Addie's ex, Dylan, who she's avoided since their traumatic breakup 2 years earlier. Dylan and his best mate are heading to the wedding too, and they've totaled their car, so Addie has no choice but to offer them a ride. The car is soon jam-packed full of luggage and secrets, and with 400 miles ahead of them, Dylan and Addie can't avoid confronting the very messy history of their relationship. So I feel like this kind of relates to Tim McGraw in the fact that they, you know, previously dated, they had some sort of romance, and it didn't go down too well. That's the closest I could come to, because I didn't really have any other sort of like country romances or anything that sort of fit that song exactly. This was probably the closest. So I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, The Kids Aren't Alright by Fall Out Boy. I do have something in mind that I'm sort of twisting a little bit to try and make it fit to this song, but I'm going with Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. This is the book we're reading for the Library of the Unread book club, which is hosted by Paige from Pages with Paige. And I am so excited to read this because I've been wanting to read this for a while. It's nice and short, but it's probably also going to be really emotionally destructive, so that's going to be fun. So what I gather is there is a cafe that people can go to that lets them travel through time, or travel back to the past or something like that. Yeah, travel back in time. So we follow 4 visitors, each of whom is hoping to make use of the cafe's time traveling offer in order to confront the lover who left them, receive a letter from their husband whose memory has begun to fade, see the sister one last time, and meet the daughter they never got the chance to know. But the journey into the past does not come without risks. Customers must sit in a particular seat, they cannot leave the cafe, and finally they must return to the present before the coffee gets cold. And I know it's going to be a very heavy read. I like these kinds of stories, and I've heard so many good things about this already. I'm keen to give it a go, honestly, and it's for a book club, and I haven't read a book for a book club in a while, so I'm excited for this. But yes, I feel like this will match The Kids Aren't Alright, because essentially I'm saying that all the characters in this book aren't all right. They have issues that, and you know, they have things that they want to go back into the past for. So it's going to be upsetting. It's going to be a hard journey. I'm looking forward to reading it anyway. Well, there we go, guys. Those are my 4 books that I'm going to try and hopefully get to in the month of May. I probably won't, because I've been really sucky with my reading lately, which is completely understandable because, you know, I've got a new baby and everything. But I'm definitely going to try and give it a go. So we have Before the Coffee Gets Cold, we have The Road Trip, we have You, and The Last Convict. So we have a couple of different genres, I guess. We have, like, you know, an adult fiction, we have like a rom-com style fiction, we've got like a thriller type romance, and we have like a historical fiction. So some good range of genres, and I really hope that I can get to some of these in the month of May. I'm looking forward to reading them anyway. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this little twist on a TBR game. Let me know if you'd like me to do it again for another month. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.